Hey guys, what's going on? We had a killer live this weekend with Odama Reptiles and received a message on Instagram kind of asking, our true feelings on whether it's ever too late to get into the hobby. And you guys know we're completely transparent when we put out our content, our information, and whatever we give to you guys. We just feel that it helps you make accurate decisions with whatever you face. So this is not going to be any different. Let's jump into it. Hey guys, what's going on? Will here. Flawless Exotic Creations coming to you guys with another video. And this one, again, I really feel that is for the entry level keeper breeder. Even the person that doesn't keep and they're just kind of interested in ball pythons. It's something about ball pythons that draws you to them. This is what this video is for. If you happen to catch our live this past weekend, it was very interesting. We had a lot of fun. We had a blast. But sometimes people are afraid to make, I guess, conflicting comments. And what I mean by conflicting, meaning it's going against everything else, the whole structure of whatever the topic may be, and things can be lost in translation. So if you put something out, it's like texting something to someone and they read it a different way than you actually meant it, then it could be misconceived, and then you have a whole issue or fallout. I get it 1,000%. But no, everything we put out is 100% accurate on how we feel on things. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be naive. There's things that happens in the industry or in the hobby that is not to our liking, but a lot of it is none of our business. It's not firsthand knowledge. And again, things get lost in translation. Somebody tells you a story, what happened to Joe Blow, but when Joe Blow told that story and now it's went through 20 different people and makes its way to you, it's a completely different story than what Joe Blow originally told. So we don't try to really entertain a lot of that stuff. We feel like, all right, we may see something or hear something, but again, if we don't have firsthand knowledge of what's going on, we try not to have any input on it. We try to also offer solutions to things that, I don't know, problems that we can see, problems that we go through, show you guys our experiences where we screw up or whatever it may be, and hopefully show you a way, or maybe you have a way of attacking that issue or facing that issue and not having to experience whatever the downfall we're going to experience or went through. This is all the sharing of information when it comes to being a ball python breeder, especially a new ball python breeder, an intermediate ball python breeder, especially when you're still learning things every day, or every year, every season. So why do I say all the time that it's never too late? It's because it's really impossible to be too late to get into the hobby. If you love these ball pythons, then you have a passion for it. If there's something you want, it's like, what do you want to see? Are you going to be a keeper? Do you want to have a very large collection? Do you want to have a very precise small collection? What is your goal? And that's all a part on the business side of things, on right now the business plan and going forward. So all that's been determined, and you're sitting here wondering if you even want to throw your hat in the ring and get a ball python. Keeping 1 or 2 ball pythons, whatever it may be, 10. If you're doing it and it's fun for you, you're never going to have to deal with this issue whatsoever as far as being too late. But when you're asking that question from a business perspective. And from a business perspective, you need to draw out a business plan. Your business plan needs to have you going in some type of direction. Doesn't have to be our direction or, the popular belief, whatever the popular morphs are, but you need to do enough research and recon that you can map out a proper direction in which you want to go in. there's tons of different directions, whether price points, whether projects, whatever it may be. That's a whole nother video to kind of deep dive. But if you approach it right, I can probably sit here and think of 2 or 3 different directions that we're not currently doing on the fly, put pen to paper and come up with a game plan. So do your research on whatever genes that interest you. Look at them, see what kind of interactions they have, see what's been done. Do all the World of Ball Python research, the Facebook research, the Instagram research. Check it all out here on YouTube. Look at a bunch of different combinations. And then if you sit there and you love a specific gene, go get that gene. See what you can do with it. You know, I think we way too often see things, absolutely insane combinations hit, and the end game that we put in our own heads is, I want to make that. So when you start making that, you know, whoever the original person is, when they make this $2,000 snake, $4,000, the price value is irrelevant, but when they make that snake, you know, it's game changing and it's very inspirational and motivational to other breeders and keepers. So now when you say, hey, I want to make that snake, and you make it in the next 4, 5, 6 years, whatever, however long it may take, you're not satisfied with just making that snake. You're disappointed because now you made that snake, but now regardless of the value, it's worth 10 times less than what the original person that hit that snake made. That's the major flaw in the planning stages. You need to see something and be inspired. You know, we have these conversations all the time. You know, Darren, KG, we got a little group chat as well, and we'll see a insane combo and we'll thumbs up and we'll heart it, and then we're like, man, that'll look awesome with black pastel in it, or, you know, that'll look awesome, you know, super inchy. You know, man, if I add a dose of, you know, chainsaw in that and see what it spins around and does. We want to see what these interactions may cause. We don't know the end game. It's just, we want to take that and go in a, you know, it's like having the ingredients and baking a cake. Okay, you don't necessarily want to put all your eggs in one basket and say that you just want to create this and repeat. If you're the first person to it, you may be successful for a short period of time, but at some point there's going to be other people producing it because they chasing that product. It's never going to fail. You're always going to have somebody that's going to basically want to rinse and repeat. And that's what you want to try to avoid as a new breeder right out the gate. So if you're looking at it from a business perspective, no, it's never too late, because the combinations, if you put them into Morph Market Calculator, is really endless when you start, you know, before you even get into the recessives, even the incomplete dominance is really endless. And there's also nothing wrong with saying, hey, enough is enough. You know, if you see a Orange Dream Yellow Belly, it has a very unique interaction. Those two genes by themselves have a very unique interaction with each other, and it's beautiful. And some people may look at it and say, man, that don't need anything else. That's awesome the way it is. You just need to understand the market. Okay. Yes, it's an absolutely stunning snake. It's a beautiful snake to have in your racks. We have 2 of them in our racks that have other genes and things in them, but it's not part of our game plan to want to reproduce Orange Dream Yellow Bellies. You know, whether 10 of them, whether, you know, 20, it doesn't matter. It's not in our plan to reproduce that, because we understand that, you know, fair market value, whatever, if you have Orange Dream Yellow Belly for $400 and they've already been on the market, it's super easy to produce. There's tons of yellow bellies out there. There's tons of orange dreams out there. You have to understand that, okay, cool, they may drop in price and hold steady at $300. You're like, oh, that's not bad, right? No, it's not bad. It's really not. And that's what's happening to the market. That's not bad. And, you know, if just because it didn't drop to 0 doesn't mean, oh man, it's holding value. Okay, yes, it's holding value. The issue comes in is it drops from 400 to 300 and it stays there for 3-4 years. The major problem is it may have went from 50 available orange stream yellow bellies to now 1,000 orange stream yellow bellies. So now you have to wait for your snake to find that perfect customer that's looking exactly for your snake. They have to weed through all 1,000 others to find yours, where before they only had to weed through 50 to find yours. That's why you have to bring in the creativity portion of being a breeder, okay? Because you start playing around with different things and you say, okay, well, you know, I like orange stream yellow belly, you know, let me slide Wookie in there. And you go up there now, and instead of finding 1,000 orange stream yellow bellies to pick from, and you come across one that look really, really funky, really, really cool, and it's orange stream yellow belly Wookie, and it's only one of 3 available. That's how you kind of create your own lane. So again, I'm talking to new breeders, intermediate breeders like ourselves. We're still learning. You know, we don't know it all at all. We're always literally a sponge trying to soak it all in. At the same time, we want to be a staple in the community. We want to be a part of the community that keeps us all together and not separated. Hopefully videos like this is helping you guys. Hopefully it's putting you in the right direction. This is the same information that we put out when people message us. We just want to put it out in a video form so it reaches the masses and hopefully helps anyone else that may have been scared to post, comment, or even message us. Anyway, it's Will, Flawless Exotic Creations. I hope you have a flawless week. Later.